The mainstream media, and I've seen this many times, I'm sorry, not the mainstream media, the press corps, the White House press corps are some of the most arrogant people you ever want to meet in your life. Here's a good example for you. When Francisco Duran showed up outside the White House with a semi-automatic rifle and shot up the White House. A couple of the bullets ended up hitting the press lobby. And as it was happening, a uniformed division Secret Service officer went in there and told them to get down. And of course, the arrogant press guy with his camera stood up while bullets were still hitting, opened up the window and tried to climb out into where it was happening. And the officer had to stop him. An hour later, after it was over, a message was sent down from Secret Service headquarters to give the press a half hour to get what they needed, and then they had to exit the press lobby because the FBI was coming in and doing an investigation. And CNN's representative to the White House press corps at the time was Blitzer, the most arrogant man you'll ever want to meet. He stood there and told the officer that if the director of the Secret Service wanted him to leave the press lobby, that he would have to come down and remove him himself. Well, the officer, didn't want to cause a big hoopla, so he reported it up the chain of command. If there's one thing I wish in this world, it could have been me. I would have loved to have been standing there when Wolf Blitzer said that, because I'd slapped handcuffs on his arrogant backside so fast, and I'd kicked him out of the complex faster than they kicked Sam Donaldson out in the 80s. My message to President Trump and his administration is, I don't even think you understand how arrogant these people are. And so my point to this part of the segment is let more press in. Why always use the White House press corps? They don't give them the monopoly. There's plenty of newspapers and small-time reporters all over the country. We have bloggers, we have people. I've done many interviews myself on Facebook and different electronic devices. Use those. That's how you're going to get your message out, the truth out. And don't give mainstream media this continuous opportunity to construe what the truth is, manipulate the truth, and outward lie to the American people. And then in some cases where the American people are actually paying for it because they're paying, their tax dollars are paying for these facilities. Make the media companies pay for these facilities. We're tired of the message being manipulated. Put the press on notice. And the best way to do that is, Mr. President, on Friday night when that final person leaves about 10:30, lock the doors, and when they show up the next morning, throw their equipment out on Pennsylvania Avenue and tell them when you get the building, when you get the room in, I believe it was room 450 in the old executive office building finished, that they'll be allowed back in. And make them enter from the other side of the old executive office building. There's no reason, freedom of the press doesn't mean they need to be crawling all over everybody. Freedom of the press is what the Constitution says. Nobody's ever translated it into, they have to be right up your backside, looking at everything you do. Why give them access to you and your family when they do nothing but trash you, to be honest with you? So stick to your guns, boot them out, and press on.